The supports are pretty strong on Liquid side. We'll find out what the last year is going to be. Okay, yeah, they definitely can pressure the Spectre. They just got an edge.
Okay.
That's one of the scarier, stronger laning heroes, I would say. Take him away from this bottom lane for a little bit, but you can always use your TP scroll to get back after using your teleportation skill.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job of zoning Miracle. He's not very harassed.
Bottom lane, they've gone in on Nature's Prophet. Avalanche tossed back. They have a Frostbite followed up, and that's going to be first blood. Mushi brings down mind control.
It's amazing how many levels they've gotten already. Crystal Maiden picking up 3 and having Frostbite available to interrupt the TP. It was plenty out of their lane. 15 and 5 on Mushi's side and CM 4 and 0. So yeah, they've gotten a lot of these creeps.
That was a very, very nice little pickup there. I believe, yeah, using some of these side camps here, getting lots of good denies. Top lane, they've gone back in for a little clash once more. It's the dual stuns coming out from the Radiant side, but that's not going to be enough here as Wraith King on full retreat. He will go down to Miracle.
Jeb's going to try to get the follow-up kill, though. It's going to be low. He's got a salve, though. And with the Skelly following, he's a little worried about getting interrupted.
It's stopping the salve, yeah. Necro, the one here on Liquid side, who you could say, yeah, he's having a good time, he's having a good lane, whereas both Spectre and Nature's Prophet, while not getting completely shut down, aren't quite farming as well as Mineski.
Yeah, maybe they'll catch up in a moment here, but I mean, this is one of the big reasons that you usually
Mirana leaped in, gets the kill mid. Nice rotation from Ninja Boogie.
Okay. And the Wraith King Enchantress, and we even saw the skeletons being used effectively. I mean, Liquid was getting really good benefit from Arcane Curse. I think he had that, ISS had that Arcane Curse on him for like 15 seconds or something.
Gone in again on top. Miracle in all sorts of trouble. He's getting stunned and initiate on once more with the skeletons, and Jabs will finish him off with some right-click ploinks. Ninja Boogie actually TPs up top, expecting a bigger clash. He was lurking around mid, looking for another.
And we've seen plenty and plenty of Wraith Fire Blast so far, all being valuable. And
even the big recent Ench nerfs were to the mana cost of the level 1 Nature's Attendant, but with CM Aura and the dual lane versus tri-lane and Magic Stick charges, there's never been any mana problems for Jabs, who's now going to find another initiation and another kill. Brings down Kuro. 2v3, Mineski are just crushing this top lane. They're not stopping Spectre farming. Oh, first Reaper of the game going to come out as Necrophos looks for a kill. We'll end up bringing down Ninja Boogie, not perhaps the big kill he wanted with the Mirana, as Crystal Maiden didn't get it with the siege creeps, but they'll make sure they get the job done this time around. Spectre, no interest in defending, is actually just trying to get some jungle on Miracle, though, and run into Jabs in the trees there. Jabs already level 6, so
that's so good.
The Impetus up, he gets a whole lot harder to deal with. He may be able to just solo kill the Venge behind the tier 1 tower, and back in the mid lane, Matu actually goes down. He popped the Ghost Drop, but the double Starstorm hits him and deletes him from the game for the next 25 seconds, as Crystal Maiden will be the price. Mind Control TPing in to clean that one up, but...
Oh, might get Moon too.
Yeah, he leaps, but he's got this Arcane Curse on him, so he's going to take a lot of damage, has 9-1 charges. Should be okay, even without popping them. So he holds on to them as Mushi. Needs to be careful on mid.
It looks like
Spectre, wow, surviving on a sliver of HP at top. Can ISS will finish him off as the action also continues to unfold back in the mid lane. It's going to be Mind Control, who's very low underneath the tower. He was looking for some additional fodder, but couldn't quite bring down anyone else on the Mineski side. So Miracle got a kill on Jabs with the help of GH before going down there. Not really worth it for the Spectre.
Yeah, I mean, any gold that he can get in levels are huge because he does pick up 6 from this, so at least he can get in the game easier no matter where he is. And finally, their global strats online, essentially.
Yeah. Oh, arrow not going to land on March in the mid lane. The Starstorm is there, though. Reaper coming out. Will it get the kill? Not quite. The stun's coming too late, but Necro will not get the kill. It's Miracle instead, getting a double. Fantastic recovery for the Spectre, who just respawned. You talked about the global. That's what we're seeing here. These heroes can just be anywhere on the map so quickly. The Nature's Prophet TP, the Spectre haunt when it's up. Wraith King does not have ultimate here. Is being blocked by the Treants after the Sprout. Great cleanup coming from Liquid in the mid lane. They get the tier 1 tower on top of it. Losing GH in the backlines there. Enchantress able to finish him off. I believe that must have been an Urn Charge ticking him down.
He's going to be a lot more comfortable jumping into fights like this and just being aggressive. But Tiny's still sitting around the top lane. He did spot Nature's Prophet before. He's going to find him again here. Yeah. Not very good for Mind Control.
Yeah. Gets the Abbot toss up, but Drum Charges will help Mushi run away, and the Tree Toss is going to bring him down just to 30 health, and Mushi going to pay the price. 50 seconds he's dead for. Here comes the hold with the Global Silence. This is the big team fight of Team Liquid. Even when they're down 5k gold, they pack a punch when they group up and play with their ultimates. Side going back in with the arrow into Starstorm. They take down the Necrophos. He's going to be respawning in a second with that reincarnation here as Moon forced to retreat, silenced up. Does get the leap away, though. Wants to maybe turn around and help Ice, who is somewhat on his own against 4 heroes. Stunned up. He's in all sorts of trouble here. Crystal Maiden just wants to get the hell out of there, but I don't even know if he can do that one. Drops a freezing field. Miracle gonna not get the kill himself. It's Kuro getting a double kill of all things. And oh, he gets a triple!
No
the
way.
Arcane Curse. It just kept whittling away at the Mirana, who just wanted to get a bounty rune. He had 1 charges too.
And I think the reason that Mineski is playing a little careful right here is because they took this advantage and they maybe turned it into the wrong items, perhaps. Ice opted for a Midas, which kind of reminds me of the last time I saw him do this. It felt he had a really good early game, and then they got kind of in the mid game and it felt a little weak. Maybe able to get a Matumba kill here. There's the enchant follow-up.
Yep. Frostbite into Arrow. Ooh, that Reaper almost bringing down the Tiny. He barely gets away. They did throw the Global out here, so Mineski can just retreat back off and disengage, but there's a long-range swap, pulling jabs back in. He's still taking damage over time. The right clicks should be enough. Yep, he goes down, as does Mushi. In deep was G8 to help make sure they could get that kill, and Liquid are just outplaying Mineski right now, it feels like, more than anything. And while this is going on, Spectre's just farming.
We'll just kind of passively hit the tower, and Mineski did the right things to make that slightly delayed while still getting a lot of items on their side. So that'll provided them some cover to now finish the Radiance, and never mind, here comes the swap in. This should be Wraith King's first death. It's gonna be yep, okay.
Yeah, we'll get him, but I don't know about the second kill here. We'll see if they've got the tools to do this. He does use the Quelling Blade, but he's still trapped in the Sprout here. Matu has a Reaper. Is the damage going to be enough? It looks like it. Miracle comes in with the Horn as well to make sure they can take this fight. He's looking for more. Ninja Boogie does end up getting dusted up here. Miracle Manta out of the Frostbite. Easy kill into the Crystal Maiden as they set themselves up to take a tier 2 tower.
That was really well executed. Reaper Scythe at the perfect time. So looks like Mineski is going to maybe try to contest Rush, but it is so gone.
Yeah, Medallion plus Wave of Terror.
And you max out his passive too, so bonus damage to everybody up to 30%.
Yeah. Good as smoking up, looking to take a team fight. They're a little bit maybe too early. The Haunt is 15 seconds away, and actually Miracle's going to TP in. I think recognizing that his team may find a fight right away, and they sure as hell are. They're going to go right in on Ice, who does have Reincarnation, but he's being swapped out of position. Something you talked about, and Kuro with the Global Silence gets arrowed, though, before he can use it. If they can kill him quickly, that'd be huge for them, and it looks like they'll succeed in doing so. No Global for this fight. The Reaper comes out. They don't get the Reaper kill on the Wraith King, but he still goes down nonetheless, and it's Mind Control kicking out 2. Moon's BKB. He's trapped. The Sprout block. What a play from Nature's Prophet, blocking him on the low ground. He couldn't get out. He had no leap charges left, and Mushi in trouble as well. Should be finished off. Miracle getting the kill in it all, as they go hunting for more jabs. Can't get out of the Sprout. 1 or 2 more right clicks. Miracle.
Huge place.
Gets the full team wipe.
And that was the first item pickup from Nature's Prophet as well, rushing a Silver Edge after his Drum of Endurance, and it pays off there. Yeah.
Just going for this more offensive build has not paid off at all for Ice.
Yes, at this point it definitely feels a lot like a mistake. They've lost so much opportunity to provide tempo here. They might catch Matumba Man top at least.
Got Spirit Vessel charges to reduce the heal, but hey, there's still a Global Silence. Moon goes in with the BKB though. Tries to leap in and finish off Matu, who does have the Ghost Shroud Death Pulse heals. They're going to immediately kill the Crystal Man. They do end up finishing off the Necrophos, but Spectre's in here just cleaning up, takes down the Wraith King with the help of the Diffusal Blade. Didn't have Reincarnation anyways. Mind Control dusted up. That does allow Moon to get the kill on him, but Moon out of leap charges once again in some trouble. Ninja Boogie getting like 2-shotted by Miracle, who's got a double damage on Spectre. Wants some more, wants Mushi, but can't quite get it because Mushi has actually salvaged this fight with the help of jabs. These 2 heroes holding their own, but Miracle, he's a little bit stronger. He's got the Aegis. The Spirit Vessel's going to tick him down low. Mushi just doesn't want to deal with him. Toss him, do something. Get rid of that damn Spectre. He will respawn with the Aegis. Mushi, does he go for another kill? He's going to avalanche and just blink away, it looks like. Dagger's going to chase him down, though. Miracle, I think, is going to dive this one. You can't disjoint that with the Blink Dagger, and Miracle's going in for the Fountain. He's got the Diffusal Blade. Where's the buyback? Somebody help Mushi out. He's too late. He's already dead. Moon even bought back for it. Miracle knew, and Mushi did not, apparently. You got to get out. He shouldn't have stuck around. He needed to blink away sooner. Mineski, I don't think you're too happy.
Yeah, absolutely not. I kind of feel like the Fast Spirit Vessel rush from Enchantress was a bit weak, perhaps. Maybe he should have gone more right-click heavy, like Dragonlance or something. Oh, instant kill. What a grab.
2 minutes. He just bought back as well. Kevin, this does not bode well for Mineski.
Yeah, not at all.
A dieback with a Reaper kill is, you know, in SEA you call that Facebook time. That's when you tab out, you get on Facebook, and you know, you go do something else because you're not playing Dota for the next couple of minutes here. Spectre, Miracle, he is playing Dota. He's honing around, he's juking them. He's making all the plays here. Takes down the Wraith King's first life. Didn't quite burn enough mana here as there were mangoes on the Wraith King as well, but he will easily kill him a second time. And Liquid on the high ground are going to look to focus down the tier 3 tower now.
Man, it is not just Necro being effective against Wraith King, it's also the Vengeful Spirit. The fact that he doesn't have any armor items, and he has to deal with Wave of Terror and a Medallion. Even right clicks kill this guy so fast.
That's where, yeah, the itemization is maybe just being not quite what Mineski needed. Even 3,000 gold on Ice that hasn't been spent. Just seems there's this level of uncertainty about what to do. And Mineski go down. Game 1 going Liquid's way.
Man, Liquid is so good at Dota. That looked like one of those ultra stomp games where the laning stage was a massive deficit, but they just pushed it and pushed it. It's like they were losing and they still took good team fights.
Back for the Tiny.
Okay, so not unexpected.
Here that's, you know, going to have a good lane. You got to imagine, or at least a decent lane. It will be an inch core, so...
And I mean, they'd already used everything. Death Pulse's 8-second cooldown. They had Tree Grab on Moon because he needed it for last sitting. Just, if they've Avalanche there, yeah, they can probably get a solo kill, or they can kill him with First Blood, but it's not worth ruining your laning stage for that.
Is this going to be the first blood? He does start, or immediately turn around to run back to his tier 2 tower, but he looks done for here. He's being body blocked perfectly by GH, and there's no Avalanche, so First Blood was so close for Mineski, but it ends up going the way of Liquid's GH.
So only benefit...
Too much of a bad time in lane, so by no means a one-sided affair.
Rolled on to top, get top. Enchant into Rolling Boulder.
Blink escape, yep. Ninja Boogie comes on over to give him a blink target, so he gets out okay. Back in bottom lane, Necrophos and Weaver playing very aggressive down this bottom lane. Going for the side chop here, he may pay the price here. Luckily there's a Fissure to save him, but there's going to be a Geminite attack it looks like. No, actually just a normal attack. He had a salve. If he got into the trees and survived that right click, he would have been able to salve up and turn it around.
Very, very close to surviving there.
Yep.
Big loss getting killed. But on the bright side, at least Miracle's pretty zone. Another salve being used, and again, a Rolling Boulder on Mushi.
Yeah, GH is playing ultra aggressive. He is having the time of his life. Has the salve here. And he wants more. They're probably going to get Ninja Boogie as well. It looks like Ninja Boogie does have Tengos and salve himself. There's going to be a roll in a few seconds. And I believe with Mushi's TP, that's actually just going to deter them from chasing too much further. He rolls away. Keep spamming it. He needs to probably blink away or at least make a run for the tower. Yep, blinks away. Every time he's going in for this farm now, he's got 12 CS, which is decent, but not amazing. Fissure block mid Matu doesn't actually get stunned by this one. He just gets blocked off. Moon falls off with an Avatos and will find the kill. So nice block from Jabs, even if he doesn't hit the stun. Back at top though, Ninja Boogie once again. We've seen this story before, and Mineski are just coming to hate this story as the shackles come out. So he immediately cancels it. Oh my! Nothing was
great
going Mineski's way. It was a fantastic play.
I mean, I don't know if they get that kill either way. GH still had a lot of HP, and it's like Hero's not right-clicking, but... Nice. Trying to bait in Miracle. He needs to be careful. He's got Fairy Fire. He's actually the one baiting, and Miracle and Kuro get the kill. Didn't even need to use the Fairy Fire. Perfectly played. That's cool.
Back at top, though. Action doesn't stop. Mushi, full retreat here. The Fissure block going to help bail him out and save his life.
And he's just tanking the creep wave, too. He's got 2 points and Untouchable, so the amount he's taken from this creep wave is almost nothing. Yep. Tower's dead.
And stick charges too to play around with, so Matu looking for a bottle bounty rune, or any rune, sorry, not bounty rune. It's going to get caught out as he gets Avatos, still alive though, had some sick charges to play around with, and it's going to get turned around on Jabs, who gets brought down by GH. Moon trying to chase GH, does hit him, and they needs to just throw the tree. Gets the kill, actually going with the way of Mushi here, so Kuro instead going to get chased down now as well. It looks like the Stifling Daggers from Mushi. It's a roaming PA, and well, that's going to roam and get you a couple of kills here. It looks like Mushi would love to get the last hits on these, and he does. He gets a double kill. GH's roll in comes a little bit too late, and he may be a third. GH had a great start, but he may have just rolled into his death. Hits the 3-man stun, still alive for now. Pugna from the low ground, draining Ninja Boogie, but can't quite bring him down. Triple kill for Mushi. Miracle shows up, has the Beetles here, throws him out, doesn't catch Mushi with him, but catches Ninja Boogie, who has to clear it. And unfortunately for Ninja Boogie, he does not have a TP, so he will be Shikuchi'd on after. Needs to find some trees to juke with, doesn't have any. And double kill for Miracle as he rotates on in.
It's got 1 sticks, 1 charges at least. Snagging Weaver kills is tough here with how many items he has.
Roll in bottom lane. Boulder Smash to follow it up. Necrophos could be in some trouble here. Getting chunked away at by Mind Control, but doesn't quite have the damage to finish off the kill initially. And Moon, he's here. Invis, it was a bait. They get the Avatos with a Reaper. Perfectly played by Mineski. Nice, just tempting just enough for Mind Control to come on in. Really early on. Miracle may just be able to help take down this tier 2 tower. Playing behind it. As Mineski need to bring up more heroes if they want to defend this tier 2. Needs to be a little bit careful. There's a lot of Mineski heroes rotating on up here. Avalanche coming out from the Tiny. Going to catch up Kuro. Fissure to follow it up. Moon doing good damage here. Both supports on Liquid could be in some trouble here. Mineski finding some kills, potentially. The Stifling Dagger will take out the Venge here. Mushi once more. He's incredibly low here. The Hex will save his life. Miracle getting chain disabled here. The Hex into the Shackles, into the Totem. He gets the time-lapse off, though. Shikuchi away as well. Oh, but there's a Fissure. They didn't even have detection, I believe. They had one sentry there they hadn't planted, but with the time-lapse off, he almost got away, but very nicely salvaged by Mineski.
That was a huge fight, actually. It's like a 1,500 gold swing, but even with that, they're just barely behind on gold. Neko realizing his mistake here now. Brought into a trap. It's going to block some damage and some time, but with the enchant dispel, he's going to fall with the Montumbo rotation.
Sure, Machu's like, dude, why are you dispelling that? Keep it on him. I want that bonus damage.
Go for another Reaper kill.
Yep. Back on the other side of the map, it's actually Liquid who have smoked up themselves. They were near a Dire Ward. Not sure if it's spotted them. It doesn't look like it because Mushi's going to run right into this one. They've got the rolling boulder perfectly placed by GH, and they'll bring him down. Back at bottom, though, it's the rotation from Mineski. Reaper not going to be enough. The level 1 heal only, but with a Cloak Ogre Club, Mind Control survives through the damage. Woke up from Ninja Boogie, at least. A solo smoke, it looks like. Bit of an interesting call from him, as Tiny does not really want to get involved. Trying to finish a Blink Dagger, but while this is all going on, Mushi has been found at the top lane. First Magnetize of the game will bring him down. Earth Spirit camper there. Still has a couple of stones to play around with as well.
So that's not like 2 rotations now that aren't working while their laning stage isn't going well. So this is becoming kind of catastrophic. Much worse than Mineski's lead was towards Liquid last game.
Back at bottom, Necro. Blast into Life Drain. Going to get countered by Moon, who does get the combo off with a Reaper and an Avatos. Takes Pugna out of the game for 45 seconds. Back to the tier 2, in fact, so needs to be careful. He's still playing around very dangerous territory here. Has a Tiny, in fact, behind him that he's about to run into.
He's got so much HP, though. I mean.
Yeah. Actually, it's Moon who's afraid of him. Okay.
The random mud golem.
Any body block, he's going for it. The toss, though.
Oh, barely gets
Heads up play.
off,
No, they're not done. They're going to swap into a stun. They're going to bring down Moon here. He's right in his mind to try and just TP out there because he was not in a safe place, but unluckily for him, Enchantress had that mud golem. Once again, just looking to zone out Mushi. Mushi's trying to bait this one. Was hoping that we might Shikuchi in, but it seems Miracle is wizened up to this one. He's going to Kuchi his way out of there, and the Tiny blink into the trees guesses wrong to Miracle's positioning, and he will counterplay that smoke gank. And Liquid, they're the ones coming in from behind. They catch Moon on the backlines here. There's going to be a decrypt life drain, not doing a huge amount of damage, and a pause, a very untimely one, quite far away in his Shaker. He's way further down. Could maybe get a Fissure out, but it's maybe getting close. We'll see what happens here as we unpause back in the game. The swap is there. Moon, Avalanche doesn't actually hit Matu. As the toss goes flying as well, Moon getting brought down very low. The Reaper doesn't get the initial kill, but does still...
Oh, they ward block themselves.
Oh, that's
They can't get through.
And Jabs is like, I'm on the wrong side of this one, but they get 2 kills out of it. It could have just maybe even been even better. The wards were not blocking that pathway there.
But it's completely worth it here, because Mineski doesn't even feel safe separating too much. They're moving in packs of 2, because that's all they can do safety-wise, so... Aegis comes up, Miracle's going to snag it, and now he's kind of in territory where he's an absolute monster. If he hits a backline and drains people fully, or even a PA, it feels like he can just take them out of the fight.
Yep. Higher scan, not going to spot this Liquid rotation. They smoke all the way around. Moon's going to be the one on the high ground here. Immediate swap as Kura puts himself in the firing line, gets the Matu Pugna back out to safety, and Necrofrost is just going down all this magic damage. Liquid are just melting Mineski. They take Tiny out with the mind control on Pedicles. They've got 4 dead immediately. The 5th Jabs is teeping out from the trees. GH couldn't quite find him, and that fight was just over in seconds. Pugna Aetherlens, they can do this very safely and securely. He's even got an Aeon Dish should he get jumped here. So they want, they'll just get this tier 3 tower over time. Miracle still has the Aegis.
Oh, they didn't go in at the same time. Definitely could have been the first Weaver killed there.
I don't know if they wanted to Reaper him, though, with the Aegis.
The back line, they're going to end up finding Shaman. Only a solo kill, a little expensive for the Earth Spirit ulti, but considering their advantage, absolutely worth it for a single pickoff.
Yep. For the high ground ward, that gets immediately removed, and all Mushi can do is split push the mid tier 1 tower, trying to get what he can. The Reaper completely getting negated. I don't know if Mineski had seen the Aeon Disc. They sure as hell didn't play like it because they just wasted the Necro ultimate. Weaver's gone chasing in, looking for Moon. Won't find the kill because he gets Hex up. The swap back going to catch out Ice. That should be the death of him. And the Serpent Ward's being placed, but don't really see them doing a whole lot here. They can be cleaned up if Liquid want to commit for them. On the backlines is Miracle, who's just having a field day with these heroes.
I mean, at least they put the wards down. It's going to clear the creep wave at least, so they can't easily just hit buildings. They're losing some health here. Here comes the burst, and no, he's going to live.
Surviving, gets a Spirit Vessel charge as well. The Echo Slam is there, though. Jabs will save the day with this fresh picked up Blink Dagger. Gets a couple kills, will pay for it with his life, though. And the fight not over just yet. Ice has gone charging into 3 heroes, and that's not a place you want to be. Not with a Spirit Vessel charge on you. No heals for you, say Liquid. Boulder Smash not even needed, just goes flying through his corpse. Puts Mineski on the back foot. They've still got PA and Tiny alive, though. Liquid need to be careful about this one, but with Aegis on Miracle's hands, 10 seconds left on this one. Miracle needs to make sure the heal does not get cancelled. Kuchi on up. Gonna be removed any second now. Oh, they go in as it expires. Does cancel the heal here. Miracle has to be very careful. He's just lost all of his health. Lost his Aegis as well. Moon brought down, though. He overcommitted to try and go for that Weaver. He timed it perfectly with the Roche timer, but didn't have the detection to bring down the Weaver. And now Enchantress, MKB. Oh, big crit from Mushi with a fissure. Actually brings down the Enchantress, but pays for it with his life. And Liquid are on the high ground with 4 dead for now. 1 respawning soon, but they'll get the melee barracks.
You can really feel the impact of them being a little bit too far behind. If they're able to kill the Pugna instead of having to commit an Echo Slam, then you could save the Echo for another hero initiation or follow up.
He timed it perfectly. Unfortunately, there was no detection. If he gets an actual full Avatos combo off as the Aegis expires, that would have been a dead Weaver. But
I think it was just a case of both of the players realizing what was at stake.
Yes.
Miracle knew. He goes back just in time. Necro in trouble in the mid lane, though, is going to put a Blade Melt down, but they've got so much HP, it doesn't even matter. Gets killed instantly, and another decrypt on Tiny. He's in trouble, gets stunned, Spirit Vessel. Now the Diffusal Blade. He's taken a lot of right-click damage from Miracle. He hits real hard. He does still have to worry about Enchantress right-clicks with the Monkey King bar. He's going to be able to hit Impetuses reliably through BKB, and that's all pure damage.
Can they blow up the Weaver? Miracle, Blink, Echo, Totem, Fissure. Can they get a crit here? They get 1. It's going to be just enough to bring down the Weaver. Is that worth an Echo Slam? Probably, if they don't lose too much in the next 2 minutes.
Nobody would expect that at the 30-minute mark from a team that's losing. And hypothetically, if Liquid does get grouped up, you could easily see them get wiped, not expecting that much damage.
Mushi gets greedy for a tier 1 tower. He's just going to BKB. He needs to find a way out of this one. Goes for the TP. There's a swap, though, and I think Mushi perhaps thought BKB TP was unstoppable in that moment. Doesn't find his way out, and that's even his 10-second BKB being used.
That's a giant mistake. It's the only way to explain that one. 10-second BKB, gets a tier 1 tower, still ends up getting killed by the enemy team. That was a tough one. Like, damage block is amazing if you're reducing, or if you're amplifying damage. So things like Decrep and Veil is really good to have damage block against. So it is beneficial for his team, but maybe he needs damage or something. Looks like Shadow Shaman's going to die in the safe lane here. Just trying to push out the wave, but this Observer Ward they placed earlier, great spot on it, very deep and difficult to spot it, so easy kill there, and that's going to make the high ground push a little bit easier.
There's a Burrow throwback. 2009 Dota 1 days. Burrow feeling like a noob. Not feeling like a bit of a noob right now. He just outplayed Mushi, took him down in the top lane with the swap, and Moon's next.
Swaps at the perfect time, mid-4 staff, so it cancels both of his mobility items, and a guaranteed kill when he's that out of position.
There you go.
But there's the tiny buyback. How can they find an initiation? It's going to be hard. They've got a ward on the high ground. Jabs knows that they can see him. How's he going to find an opening?
And this Nether Blast is just going to be just leading these racks in a couple of seconds here. Echo Slam goes in. It's just going to catch out GH here. No, it's actually going to include the Weaver. Nope, Weaver's outside. He gets away just in time. Mushi in full retreat here. Has a beetle on him, so he's being chased down. Only Earth Spirit dying on the Liquid side. Immediate buyback, as well as the Mineski deaths. Shaco wants back in, knows he needs to defend, but already the racks are dead. Matu able to just blast them both down simultaneously.
They're taking building hits. They need to find an opening somehow, but they've got no Reaper Scythe. Yeah. They've got no Echo Slam. Maybe they're going to toss in their Earthshaker or something. That's what it kind of looks like. Tossing him back over for the follow-up.
And the fissure, so keeps him inside the base, but Kuro, he's there with
Jabs
the swap set. He goes on the outside. Jabs needs to be careful, though. That's a dive back from him. And Weaver also going to buy back and time-lapse in. Miracle, full health immediately. The swap save from Kuro was nice, but Jabs made sure they could finish off the kill. Unfortunately for Mineski, I believe this is going to be the end, at least the end of their racks here, and perhaps this series as a whole. Mineski, they fought to the bitter end, and they're going to keep on fighting, but down Mega Creeps, there's just not really much of a play to be made. They have no wave clear, no Battle Fury on PA, no items on Tiny. They're trying to just get the last couple of kills here, but it's just misery, despair, and death for them, as Moon will be the last death of the game.
Toma Man
it's going to go to Matu.
Wants an extra kill on the board to help out his team. So what a team fight and what a game from Liquid. I mean, game 1 looked a little rough, but watching game 2 now, it just felt like that laning stage from Mineski was an outdraft and a fluke, because this game 2 felt so simple.
Yeah.